is Lisa from Life in Layouts, and today I have a 2-page layout using this 1-page sketch from Allison Davis. Now, this is a part of her sketch support series, and so she turned the sketch already into a 2-page layout, and so I'm actually going to kind of scrap lift her 2-page layout. She does have a kind of contest or challenge going on right now by creating a layout using that sketch, and you can use the sketch or any of her layouts that she created, and if you post it by the end of the month, she is giving away randomly, I believe it's a $20 gift certificate to Scrapbook Generations for any of their sketchbooks. So I thought I would enter and scrap lift the layout that I showed you guys in the beginning. I first started out thinking that I could cut down these photos to 3x3 like she did in the sketch, but then it didn't work out. So I decided to take a little break from organizing the photos and work on cutting out some of these gears. So that's what I'm going to be using around my photos like she used with the waves. What I decided to do was make a grid on the right hand side with the 2 photos that are horizontal and then the 3 photos that are vertical. So I did have to do a little bit of math and try to figure out some measurements to make sure that they fit in there like they're supposed to. And then after I got those down, I was going to do a row of 2x3, but then realized that a row of 3x2 would fit perfectly with the height of the photos on the right hand side. So I finally got my grid down. I did decide to go ahead and put a border on the top and bottom, but it completely gets covered up by the gears. Like, you really even can't see it at all. I know it's there, so I see the blue little plus signs peeking through, but I don't think anybody else is going to see it, but that's okay. One of the tricks that Allison had posted on her blog, and again, I will link that below for you guys, is that when you're doing something like this, where you're putting a bunch of different embellishments in different sizes, is to start out with your largest, which is what I end up doing, and then filling in from there. I did decide to go ahead and add this paper on the far left-hand side with the bunch of gears, because it kind of goes with the arcade theme that is going on in my photos. So here you can see I have a row of the largest gears down at the bottom. And then I decided to put them in piles because my OCD was just having a fit with all of them scattered out. I did a smaller row at the top because there is a smaller space at the top. And once I got the larger pieces in, then I filled them in with a little bit smaller gears and then filled those in with even a little bit smaller gears. So I did cut out a majority of this. There is no way that I would have let you guys sit through this painstaking process of putting these gears on, but I did want to show you a couple of pieces, like this green one here that I cut in half, and I added it to both sides of the left and right, so it does give you that continuous look. So here you can see I've done the larger ones, then I filled them in with kind of the medium-sized ones, and now I'm going through and filling in the pieces that are left, like the white space that's left, with these much smaller gears. And I just love the way that it turned out. I think this turned out a lot better than I could have even expected in regards to how I thought it would come out, because really thinking about it and having all of those designs, even on Allison's layout with the waves, it can be a little overwhelming. I'm glad that I like the way that it turned out. I did pull out some of these stickers from this collection kit, and I'm going to use this sticker here that says "Let's Have Some Fun." I think that's going to be my title. And I love this little dinosaur with the sunglasses on and then the little remote control. Even though the boys are at an arcade and not necessarily playing like video games, I think it just goes in very well. I decided to put this sticker that says "Game Over" on the red cardstock because I felt like it was getting lost on the white paper, but I cut it a little bit short, so I decided to have it come right off the paper, and I would have ended up cutting that piece off anyways had I laid it down, so it worked out. I also pulled out this 3x4 card to use as my journaling. It also has the little dinosaur on the edge of it, and I'm going to add my journaling to that after I get it straight on the layout. I didn't really add a whole lot of other embellishment pieces because those gears were really what I wanted to showcase. So I just pulled out a couple of stars and a couple of arrows and added them around because I had that game over on the far right hand side. When I saw this winner sticker, I thought that that would be awesome to have like on the other dinosaur. So it kind of mimicked that they were like playing with each other and one lost and one won. That's how things work in my brain. I don't know necessarily if it comes across that way when other people look at it, but I'm okay with that. So I do pull out my centering ruler and add lines to my journaling card there, and then put my journaling down. And then again, in true Lisa fashion, you can see it, and I left this part in, I poked myself with the star puffy sticker, which caused me to bleed on my finger. Like, I don't understand how I can get injured so much in scrapbooking. I'm just using paper. Like, it shouldn't be this difficult, and I shouldn't be injured this much. Now, granted, these are tiny, tiny injuries, but I feel like in every layout that I'm doing, or at least every other layout that I'm doing, I am somehow getting injured. I don't understand why. All right, everyone, here is my final layout as well as some close-ups. If you enjoyed this video, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. If you haven't done so already and you want to see more double page layout inspiration, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope that you have a scrappy day.